The White Mountains of New Hampshire have been a popular vacation spot for about 150 years at least. And this is a batch of old vintage souvenir items and ephemeral items from that part of the state. I'm Brian DeMambro, and we're going to take a quick look here at this assortment. This first item was once an accordion style booklet, but now all the views are loose. The binding is shot on it. Well, this has got a cloth binding that's no longer held, so those are all loose. Individual lithographed images in that little item. And this item here is the White Mountains of New Hampshire, which opens like so to form this panoramic view of Dixville Notch. And then we've got the first couple leaves are edge torn there. We can easily mend that, and we probably will with some archival tape. And here is a trail map for Pinkham and Crawford Notch. Yes, endless hiking trails in the White Mountains region. It's beautiful. It's only an hour north of us here. This is part of a well-known series of brochures and pamphlets. This is Lost River, right there. And little historical overviews. I think these were done in the 20s, teens, 20s, somewhere thereabouts. And then, of course, there's the Flume, which is still visited today. I've been there many times. There used to be a boulder right there, and a big deluge came through in the 19th century and washed it away. The Flume is a beautiful hiking area. Flume Reservation here. There's the Flume. You go up Route 3 here, and so yeah, there's the Flume, Old Man of the Mountain, which of course is no longer there. The rock slide, it fell about maybe 10 years ago or so, something like that, which is a real loss to the state, but nothing you can really do. It had been propped up with heavy bars and metal cords for many years. Here's Littleton, New Hampshire, scenic small city in that part of the state. Here is a White Mountains souvenir card, probably from the 1930s it would appear, accordion style with views on both sides. Then we've got this similar from the Polar Caves, which is also a great place to visit. Still there, still open. Yes, it's a really spectacular ravine with caves in it. Oh yes, okay, it goes like this. And wooden ladders and platforms to walk on, and it's a very nice place to go. And here's another variant type of promotional brochure for the same location. Polar Caves. And we've got this one, Lakes and Mountains of New England. So this also expands over a little bit to the east to include the lakes regions of Maine. And we've also got Vermont, the Green Mountains of Vermont, here the White Mountains, some damp staining on this one, but still tennis and golf on the front cover. Here is Crawford Notch, New Hampshire. It's a cabinet card. It's an albumen mounted as issued. It was this photographer Hibbard in Lisbon, New Hampshire, issued it. It's probably 1870s or 80s. Here is a tourist souvenir brochure, probably from, looks to be teens or 20s. And yes, Indian head, Franconian notch, all this. Yep. Then here's a different version or a different type of brochure, pamphlet, same type of item. Again, probably the 20s on this one, with the Grand Resort hotels and so on. Here we are at the Flume itself, and that's where the boulder would have been up there. And today you walk right along this wooden walkway here, and you go up and around, come through the falls, and the popular place for having pictures taken. And here is a brochure for vacationing in the beautiful state of New Hampshire. And as you can see, this probably dates from, let's say, the 30s, it looks to be. And this one here is views of the White Mountains, probably from the early part of the 20th century, could be about 1900 to roughly, 1904, right. Then the final one is the Scenic Gems of the White Mountains. It's one of these oblong view and scenic books. It's published in Portland, Maine. It probably dates from around the same era, circa 1900, maybe 1905, 10, somewhere in there. And so this lot of White Mountain, New Hampshire travel ephemera is available as one lot online from me, Brian DeMambro.